Right, hopefully my stream should be starting now. You can see from the side there, it just takes a few seconds to refresh on this second screen, so I know it's all working. Seems to be. Hikaru's holding another viewer arena here, so I'm just going to play this. You can see I've missed the first 15 minutes or so. It's a 2-hour event, so most of it's still left, so I'm just going to play this. Not sure if I'm going to play the whole event or just part of it, but let's just see. So I will join now, wait for the first game. Okay, 21.95, good luck. I just need to boost the sound up a little bit so I can hear the moves. Now let's just take there. How do I want to play it? I'll just go pawn up. Okay, pushes. I'm going to try and release my bishop. Let's play knight up. Okay. He's certain to try and blast this open, of course. Now where to put my queen is a question here. I could push the pawn, don't like that though. Let's step across and maybe try and push. I can't really stop this from happening. He pushes. So let's take. Let's go up and hit the bishop. Yeah, let's look to push. He goes back. Okay, I'm just going to play a holding move, give the king a square, and maybe queen up somewhere. Oh, it's my move again. I didn't hear that. I'll just boost the sound up a little bit more. Yeah, my hearing's not very good, so if I need to listen to these moves on the board, I need to sound up quite a bit. For everything else, like if I've got music on or something, I can have it a lot lower. So we're just hitting the pawn here, otherwise I want the rook across. Bishop across. To trade or not to trade? I think I'm going to play right across there. So he drops back. So knight up's the move, takes. Which one? Okay, he offers a draw, I'll take that. A good start. My first game in the event, as I said, I've missed the first 15 minutes or so, so decent start. Hikaru's top as you would expect, 1925, good luck. Right, let's play a Caracan. He takes, I'll take. Normally you just drop the queen back as and when it gets attacked. You can go to the side if you want. Let's just play a knight up. You can also go g6 here. He's hitting the pawn. I'm going to go a bit unusual and drop the bishop right back there. Now up, and then bishop up. Yeah, let's just go up and castle. Now I'm going to try and develop the other side. Now do I trade here? I'll take with that one first. Yeah, I'm going to just simplify the position. So he's got a choice queen or rook. Ah, must be a server issue again. If you notice the clocks just blink like they did there, that means there's a issue disconnecting to the server, but there's nothing wrong with my internet. It's a server issue at their end. There it goes again. It's very disconcerting when that happens. Where do I go? I'm going to go here, just pressure the pawn if the bishop moves. Otherwise bishop up. It's been doing this a lot recently, doing it quite a lot. Yeah, queen over, logical. So bishop up or develop, let him take. It's probably a bad idea to develop, probably bad. I don't actually see anything better. I'm just going to develop and trade off. Okay, pushes. Okay, I'll take. Let's pin the knight. Of course, I'll pre-move in case he captures. Goes back. Okay, let's play rook across then. Again, pre-move in case he takes. Drop back. Again, pre-moving just in case he trades rooks. Right, knight forward, so I'm looking at something like this. I doubt it's a great move though. There the clocks go again. Very off-putting. Takes, he just takes. I'm just going to take and keep it simple. Then I have to decide if I want to push either pawn. Probably push to keep them pointing in over. Right, so let's push up. Actually, no, he can't take there, can he? He can't take. So rook up, he's got bishop down. Rook up, bishop down, rook across, yeah. Let's go here, there it goes again. If he goes here, I think I can go here and hit the two bishops. He might have to play rook down now, then maybe bishop up's playable. Well, he lunges the pawn forward. Okay, pawn up allows this, so I don't want that. I'm just going to trade, but I'm going to take the other bishop if he takes. Okay, he goes back. Let's play rook across. So now if he takes, I'll take back with the rook, but I've trapped my bishop in. I've just realised what I've done. So I'll have to take here. So I should be losing now, of course. Managed to blunder, but not to worry. Okay, so I guess pawn up, release the rook. Let's get tempo on the pawn and try and come across if I can. Try and push. So if I push, he comes down. Let's just push the pawn. Yeah, I can't actually defend this, can I? It's just undefendable now, I think. No, I've just played a terrible game here. Really, really bad. Well, he goes with a bishop. Okay, let's check then. Okay. Let's check. Let's go up. Maybe I can trade rooks here. Pushes the pawn. Oh, I'm getting low on time. Very low on time. Yeah, not possible to defend this now. Oh, he's blundered. Notice the lag that you get though, sadly. Makes it impossible to play quickly here. The pieces are just out of sync. No idea whose move it is. That's one of the problems playing on chess.com. Lee Chess is dramatically quicker. That never happens on Lee Chess. That's why I prefer to play there now. I should have lost that game, of course, though. But yeah, terrible lag. Terrible lag. So can't really compete if you get time scrambles at the end of games. Right, 1069. Good luck. Okay, let's play c4, traditional reti. c6, Generally you play b3 and then g6. You just got to watch out for the queen coming to hit your rook. So I'll play bishop up first. Again, I mustn't pre-move anything here because he could just take the knight. Again, he's just blundered here and I just moved on autopilot and completely missed it. So that's what I deserve. I deserve to miss that there. Okay, I'm going to play d4 and then e3. Queen up. I wonder if he might be getting ready to go queenside. He might consider it. But at some point I'm going to have to try and open the position up. I don't want it completely closed. He has indeed, so I'm going to take... now what to do. I need the rook here if I can, or the other rook. I'm going to push up and prepare to maybe trade off this bishop. Because obviously he's going to chuck his pawns down the board the other side. Exactly what he does. Again, I think I've probably got to play h4 immediately there. Knight in. So bishop up, trade, knight forward, queen up. I think I'm alright. I'm going to try and remove this bishop. Could be very dangerous. So knight in, I thought he was looking at. He hasn't played it. Now I can play the pawn up here and try and actually deliberately sack the pawn. But I don't see how I get active quickly. Oh, there goes the... Offer to trade the knights there. Every time you see the clocks blink like that, I say it's a server issue. Very off-putting. Well, let's take... Just try and eliminate his attacking pieces. Otherwise I could be very badly getting beaten here. And I'm just going to play queen up and offer a trade of queens. If the queens come off, then it's a lot less dangerous attacking position. Right, the queens are off, so I should be safe to take back, and then maybe king up, rook across, before he can double up on the file. And maybe I've just blundered, have I? I might have to give him the pawn. If I push up and he goes across, I can't play across. So pawn up. Yeah, if he takes the pawn, I can go here and the rook's actually trapped. So I don't think he can take the pawn. And if he has to retreat back, then I can play rook across. Right, so now it's a little bit less risky. I'm going to still get rid of that rook. Right, so now I need the king into play. Very dangerous though, very dangerous this. King up. I'm going to push and try and get some centre ground. He pushes. Okay, I'll take. King up. Okay. I'd like to play knight up. I don't think it's any good. I'm just going to push the pawn to try and cement the position and stop this. If he takes, I think I need to go with a pawn. Okay, he's looking at knight wide. I think I've got time to run the king up, because my knight supports the pawn. Yeah, if he takes, pushes, I think I can take, or I can take with check. If he takes here, I'm taking back. He's getting low on time. But now I can hopefully push the pawn or take and push. What a good game he's played for 1,000, and he played a really good game. No silly sloppy blunders. Right, take. Okay, I can go forward or I can go after the pawn. This looks fairly solid, so I'm just going to go after the pawn. Now push. Now, have I got time to take? I think I have. And then push. Just hit the knight. Excellent, managed to get it. What a great game he played for 1000. Really, really good. See, there's an 800 there with 6 out of 7. So you can't take it for granted when you play low rated of 400 with 5 out of 5. Be interesting to see who their opponents are. When you play arenas like this, it normally tries to match you up against players of your own sort of rating level. That's a bit of an imbalance. And this is a little bit of an imbalance, a 2200 the other way, so obviously comfortably stronger than me, but at least it's within the realms of being close. Let's drop back. And just bishop up somewhere and castle. Okay, hits the pawn. I think I'll just play pawn up and maybe knight, maybe not knight across. Can I get away with queen up here? Eventually he's going to get the bishop here. So I'm going to just drop back. He pushes. Okay, let's take. I think I have to take there. Oh, I've blundered. I've just realised what I've done. Take, take. He hits the rook and the bishop. Can I get away with taking first, though? I think I'm a little bit fortunate. I can actually take first. I'm probably just lost, though. Okay, I have to move the knight. Now, he might take the rook. He might not. Okay, knight across and he can play this, obviously. So rook across or queen back. Lose a rook, gain a queen's no good. If I go back, he can definitely take the rook. Oh, there's the clocks again. Clocks again. Yeah, this is no good at all, is it? I think I have to just give him the exchange here. And I'm just clearly all but lost now already. It's very disconcerting when you see the clocks blink. Then you saw a couple of games back where I had that terrible, like it's always like that. Cannot do time scrambles, it's just, it lags so badly, it's unfortunate. Let's play knight across. Okay, I've got to try and put the bishop safe. But yeah, he can just double his rooks up, can't he? And there's not a great deal I can do about it. Let's play a rook across. Now let's push a pawn and just run the king up if I can. He takes. I'm going to play a rook up then. There's no point sitting back when I'm effectively lost. Okay, he takes. Let's push the pawn. I'm going to try and get the king out, but I don't see any way I get forward. I've got to try and really get forward. I don't see how I actually do it. Oh, I've just blundered, haven't I? Just blundered. A lot of strong players in this. I've got another GM playing a CM. I'll say you can't take it for granted if you see any of these low rated players. A lot of them might well be much, much stronger than what their rating suggests. 2190, good luck. Okay, let's push up. I should have taken the knight there. Okay, hits the pawn. Okay, let's play queen across. I'll take. I think I'll just drop back. Try and go this way. Maybe I could have played knight over there. He could push now, he doesn't. Okay, I'll bring the knight in then. Okay, I'm going to take again and develop. He's probably going to go queen side. It's going to be... Oh, he doesn't. He goes rook across. So he's going to try and push his pawn. I'm really tempted to sack round here and try and go forward, but that's got to be bad, hasn't it? Got to be. Let's just develop the knight, see if I can simplify it, get rid of his bishop. He doesn't take. Okay, knight across and maybe up then. Okay, let's hit the bishop. Now queen up and look to push. There's no actual direct serious threat right now. It's more a nuisance, this position, than a direct threat. Plays bishop forward, interesting. Take, take. There it goes again. I think I'm going to take. Okay, let's play rook across. I'm going to push the pawn and try and route the knight something like this. He plays rook across. There's a potential hit to the pawn there. Let's go here. Oh, there's a potential hit to my queen. Well, have I just got myself trapped? I have to go here. So I might be able to sack at some point, get the rook active, just sack all of this. Again, my opponent's threatening the same thing. Take, take, take. I'm going to push there. Yeah, it's blinking again. More server issues. Not good. Wow, he's really lining it up. I'm going to have to play over. I've got, excuse me, one piece I can try and attack with. So I'm threatening this, potentially. He goes across and defends it. Yeah, there it goes again. Really, really annoying. Let's just push there. I can't actually stop this. I think I have to drop back. Okay, take. Yeah, I've got nothing, have I? I've got nothing here, I don't think. Okay, that's just mate, isn't it? Yeah, just give him that. I'm not playing as well as I was earlier in the day, but it's really off-putting when you get lag issues like this, and you know you just can't compete in a lot of games. Right, 2366, good luck. Okay, let's take and go forward. Okay, he pushes up. And I'll just castle. Hits a pawn. Is that a major issue? I've got bishop up, bishop takes. Knight across, queen back. There it goes again. I'm going to play queen up, a very odd move. Yeah, it's been happening in all these arenas in the last few weeks. You get these server issues all the time. Literally all the time. Let's play pawn up, and now I've really got to do something about this knight. I can't take, hang the queen. I can grab a pawn though, maybe. Now if he takes the pawn, I've got my bishop coming in. Bishop up is even a potential threat this way. Let's see what he does. If he moves the bishop, I take the queen. So bishop up, he wants to castle. So gain a pawn. If he takes, have I got anything? I've got queen check now. He can block with a rook. I'm going to play up and hit the knight. I'm going to drop back. Yeah, it's happening quite a lot, isn't it? You can see the time blinking. Not very nice. If pawn takes, I'm looking at knight across to hit the bishop and the pawn. Don't know if it's any good, but it's what I'm looking at. Okay, I might as well take then. It's not actually easy to see what I do here. Let's play rook across. Oh, he's potentially blundering here, aren't I? Takes. Play rook across. I really don't want to play this, but I think I've got not much choice. Rook across, what does that threaten? Back rank potential. I'm going to play pawn up just to give the king a square, but it does actually walk into this threat with a pin. So, might not be a very clever idea, this. Let's play... Oh, what am I doing? He can just take it. Why the hell did I play that? I was actually looking at going here. No idea what I was thinking there. Not got a clue what I was thinking there. I guess he's just got bishop down. He doesn't play it. Let's play rook up. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. I'm completely lost now. Yeah, just get on with another one. I'm not playing well enough here against the stronger players, but it's so disconcerting when you're playing on a site with terrible lag like this. 22:46, good luck. He pushes, I think I need to push. Pushes up. Okay, I'm just going to trade there. And again, let's go up this way, bishop up. All I'm trying to do is get castled here, nothing else. Right, so get castled. Don't really care if I lose on a pawn here and there. Knight up's no good. I think just knight back and rook across. Pre-move in case he takes. If he moves, then I'm hitting a pawn. There we go again, them clocks again. And you see, my stream's still running fine, it's not my internet. You see, excellent connection, but yeah. Okay, so we hit the rook and the pawn, he hits the queen. So queen up, pawn down. I'm going to play queen up here just to pressure this pawn. I'm not threatening to actually win it though. I'm going to push and try and push. Okay, drop back and then maybe just drop back again. He plays forward, logical. Let's hit the knight. Okay, I'm going to push the pawn. Right, now I need to try and get my knight out. So I'm going to go here and maybe across at some point. Again, let's push up. Just trade the knight if he comes forward. He plays queen up. Okay, let's hit the knight then. Knight across. Again, I could sack that. Knight across he just pushes, and that's no good. Let's push the pawn. Okay, he offers a queen trade. I think I kinda have to. Let's push. I've blundered this mind, I just realised what I've done, but I think I can push here. Oops, other way, other way. Yeah, rook up, he's got knight up, let's play knight up. Okay, let's hit the knight. So he takes, it's a very good move. Well, have I got knight up here? Hit the two rooks. Let's go this side, hit the rook. Okay, good solid results. You can see I can compete with these players, but it's almost impossible when you're playing with lag. If your opponent doesn't have lag and you do, it's really, really tough. 2-1-3-8, good luck. We've played before in these arenas. You just look to trade this bishop off. Okay, maybe risk a push. Well, he allows it, so I'll play it. So we're threatening takes, so just take. If he takes, I need to actually take with the rook, not the queen, I think. Queen takes, pawn takes, knight up might have been playable. Yeah, I think I just dropped back and look to take here. Right, so I'm threatening to actually take the pawn. You can't take it for granted though, because he's got moves like this, but I can take and threaten to take with a check. He takes, so if I take, he gets queen up. Okay, I don't think I think I have to drop back there, but he's got a potentially dangerous move here. Can't take this for granted at all. Pre-move in case he takes, but I'm sure he won't, and he doesn't. Hold on, haven't I got knight up here? Just threatening checkmate. If he takes, I'll take back. There's the clock's going again. There's more server issues. Now he's doing the right thing, trying to find a move here. That's what you've got 3 minutes for. Yeah, there the clocks go again. Little bit worrying, little bit worrying. I think I have to just take back there, right? Same threat again. Again, if he has to sack the queen, then it's just obviously over, but a king can't actually move out the way. Knight back, you just take and make the move after. Now he's disconnected again. Oh no, see, that's a server issue for my opponent as well. Reconnected. Let's hope that's all genuine and legit. So he's found a move. Well, let's just check a mate, right? Check across a mate. Excellent, yeah. See, my opponent's server issues as well there. Right, 1456, good luck. You see, my opponent's actually above me in the standings, so he's doing well. I'll switch to a Sicilian here. And of course, you never know whether you are actually playing someone who is at that rating level or if someone's underrated. You never know until after the event. So you can't just look at a rating and take anything for granted here. I think knight up and then knight across before I worry about getting the bishop up. Actually, I could even play knight here. I'll probably go with the bishop rather than the knight though. I really want to bring the knight to this side of the board, so I think I'll take with a bishop if he takes. He doesn't have to, of course. Oh, he plays up, so he's allowed this, but he can actually take. But I can take first. Now I'll get tempo hitting the queen. And then I'm just going to try and develop the bishop and castle. It's just develop and castle, but my knight's on the wrong side of the board where I really wanted it now. I'm just going to castle. I'll let him push the pawn if he wishes. So pawn up takes I don't like. I'm going to try and remove that bishop. Although I've blundered a pawn there. He should have actually traded there. Blundered a pawn. Knight up hits the pawn, but then what? Not a lot. I'm going to push a pawn so my opponent can't. Then try and push maybe. Again, I'm not playing this one very well either, am I? Knight up, you hit the bishop and the pawn, and maybe trade knight for bishop could be useful. Then I can put the bishop where the knight is. He goes across, I think that's playable. And I can maybe drop back here if I need to, but I'll take the bishop if I can. I'll grab a pawn if I can, depends what my opponent does here. He plays rook across. Okay, I'm just going to play a development move. If knight comes in, I'll just trade, and then I'll play pawn up. It does, so I'm going to trade and pawn up. Then try and play a move like rook across. F4 might be playable at some point, I've got to look out for. And queen across again to put pressure on. The other side might be playable. Queen across, logical, but I think rook across is still playable. He can play this, but I can trade. He goes the other side. Okay, so I'm going to play rook up and take with a rook, I think, just to pressure two pawns at once. Now he's going to drop back, so he'll guard both pawns. Then I've got a choice. Do I push? Oh, he doesn't actually do that. He gives me a choice. My gut feeling is the outside one, but yeah, there goes them ruddy clocks again. No, my gut feeling is to get the outside pawn. Right, now I'm going to make sure I give the king a square so I don't forget about back rank mate issues. Very, very easily done. Now I'm going to go back and hit this pawn. I'll maybe bring the rook in should he push. Let's play rook in. Now I can play a move like rook across and put pressure on. And maybe queen up to pressure. So he's going to play rook across. Let's play queen up. There goes them clocks again. I'm going to look to play a queen back and maybe pawn up here. Try and gain some centre ground. He goes back. So queen back. Pressuring the rook, but I'm really just looking to try and push and gain some ground in the middle here. So let's push. He offers a queen trade. Okay, I'm going to do it, but I'll let him do the taking so I can plant a pawn further forward. Now if one of his rooks wanders off, I might be able to capture, so I'm going to run the king up. Right, king up. But if he splits his rooks, then rook takes might become a move. I think I'll take this way. Now what do we do? King up. If he checks, maybe I can get away with going here. He doesn't allow that. Okay. I'm going to try and bring the king across this way. And hope I'm in time to trade before he manages to come round the back. Let's play king up. Try and run the pawn. Okay, I'm going to try and run. I can play rook up here to support this pawn. So you can obviously push. I can't stop that. Drop back. You can't move the other rook across. Right, now push again. So across. Now I'm threatening to capture. Now that's supported. That's supported. The pawn's going to fall. If I take, everything comes off, but I'm nearly 1 on the clock, so I think that's worth doing. Hold on, I don't have to trade there. Oh, he's blundered. He's done a mouse slip there. He was very unlucky there, wasn't he? Very unlucky. Again, what a good game he played. 1928, good luck. I'll try and mix it up slightly this time. Again, I could do with a sound even higher, just so I can make sure I can hear the moves here. Okay, bishop up. Now what's he looking at here? Let's just play rook across and bishop back. Knight in. So let's push a pawn. He's obviously looking at this and it might well work. It might work. E4 feels wrong. I'm going to play knight up and bishop up and try and trade this bishop. Let's just look to trade his defending bishop off. Plays across. Knight up isn't really a move. E4. What on earth do I do here? Make sure I give the knight a square, I think. Yeah, maybe knight across is going to come at some point. Not a great position though, is it? Okay. I think I have to trade and then I can't play rook back, so I'm just completely lost here. He's done amazingly well here, hasn't he? Amazingly well. There goes them ruddy clocks again. Okay, let's get the queen out of the way. But I can't actually stop this. I can't stop the attack. Now I'm going to look to try and sack a rook for something. But rook across takes, rook takes, knight check, king up. It's very unpleasant. I think it has to be played though. There must be a checkmate here. I mean, he's going to have a knight coming across as well. This is covered. He's got a check or he's got knight over winning another exchange. Although I've got queen check maybe. I've got queen check. So he goes across. That's a forced move. It's the only legal move. But he's got knight check. Just wins the game on the spot. Oh, he didn't see it. He didn't see it. Okay, let's check. Yeah, that was just a one move win. He just missed there. He's probably still completely won, of course. So pawn up takes, takes. I have to push there. And I have to bring a pawn across, hit the knight. He plays knight across. Okay, let's get the knight back. Pawn up makes sense so I don't forget about this pawn. But it's... okay, he's allowed knight across. Oh, he maybe wants queen down just to trade. Let's play rook across. I don't want to trade the queens. Okay. Let's hit the queen. Okay. Let's Play pawn up. If the knight moves, I'm trading queens. It doesn't matter where it goes. There's no check. He takes. So I'll take again. I'll pre-move to trade queens just in case he moves. Oops, I've blundered that as well. Again, yeah, I've just not concentrated at all here, have I? Very poor, very poor. Oh, he's blundered. He's blundered his queen. Oops. Well, that shows you everybody just blunders when you play blitz chess. I mean, literally everybody blunders. It's a case of when and how bad. That's all it is, a case of when and how bad. If I get a rook off, that should be cleanly winning. Just play up now, try and keep the rook out. Trade the knight. I can't move my knight now. Okay, let's just push the pawn up there. I have to try and keep this. Otherwise, knight across, he's got rook takes. I might just push the pawn here then. It's not that easy to win this with the clock. There's the clock's going again. What, my move? Again, I didn't hear that either. Bump the sound up. Oh, his knight's pinned actually, isn't it? What am I thinking? Yeah, there goes the clocks again. Terrible. Oh, he can't take, he's pinned. Now knight across is a threat. Well, I'm going to play it anyway, I don't care what he does, I'm going to play it. I'm probably still lost on time, but again, he's played the better game to be fair. Let's play it back. So I have no idea whose move it is. This is what happens when you play with lag, and you have this dreadful multi-pre-move system, but as soon as you try to play quickly like that, the pieces immediately go out of sync on the board. Just pure guesswork. It's just plain guess where the pieces are. But I was completely lost there. I didn't deserve to win that one at all. 1976, good luck. Okay, let's go d4 this time. Okay, have I walked into something here? Maybe. Looks a little bit unusual. Let's play up a knight back. Okay, I should be doing alright here, but let's just try and go solid. It's a little bit too wild and crazy this, but you never know. If he plays this all the time and he plays it against everybody, he might be really skilled in these lines. I think I need to take there. Then maybe bishop up, but he can push. No, pin the knight. He's got knight across a drop and he can push. So there's a bit of a problem. So I'm going to play a pawn up and just look to trade the queens, get into an end game. Oh, he pushes there as well. Wow. Okay. Let's pin the knight. If he takes, I'll take. If I get castled, maybe I've got half a chance at surviving. Let's just castle and worry about it afterwards. So the pawn is loose here, the knight's pinned. But yeah, if he plays this type of opening against everybody all the time, he'll learn the tricks of it. Very, very unusual opening. I tend to just stick to basic, simple principles if I can. There's the clocks going again. If you see them clocks blink like that, it means it's a server issue at there, and there's nothing wrong with my internet. It's been doing it regularly the last couple of weeks, this in these arenas. Okay, hits the bishop, so I could actually grab a pawn, lose a bishop, gain a rook. If he moves the rook, what does he do? Take, take. I'm going to take. Let's mix it up. It's very unusual, isn't it? So I'm just going to take. I can't pre-move here because he doesn't have to take the bishop. And he might get this bishop trapped in. I might lose 2 pieces. Okay, or I might just get checkmated. If I take, his bishop takes. Looks wrong. Wow. I'm going to play across and hit the bishop. Then maybe I can take here now and retreat, but this is a seriously dangerous threat, and so is that. Maybe I can get away with pushing here because of the bishop. Okay, I don't have to take rook across or queen up. Let's play queen up. He doesn't have check. Check and I can take. He can't move his knight this move. He goes back. So take. Now I'm threatening to take. Right, so check. Excellent. What a ruddy awkward opening that was. What an awkward opening that was. 1841, good luck. Okay, let's play bishop up. Right, I'm just trying to gain simply some space here, nothing else. Knight up is playable. My opponent's got the same thing. So bishop up, maybe trade. Yeah, my opponent's got exactly the same thing, so I'll just trade. Do I go with a pawn to mix it up though? Do I go with a pawn to mix it up? Why not? Let's just mix it up. We're just having fun playing in an online tournament, but if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. It's not the end of the world, is it? No, pawn up I don't like there. He's going to play pawn forward, I guess. I want a counter punch, but I'm not sure how. Pawn up takes, takes. Okay, let's take and then play rook across. Okay. Knight can go back here or there. If it goes here, is it trapped? Probably gonna go back and try and push. Okay, get the rook across. So pawn up is sensible here, otherwise this is coming, and then pawn up. So he hits the pawn, and it's not actually guarded, so I'm gonna have to trade. Now I can surely push. Yeah, even if he takes the knight, I take back. The rook supports the pawn. Okay, let's just fix this one. Now this is where it gets a bit more difficult. We need to try and work out a plan now. Got to get the king away so I can move the pawns. Okay, bishop up is a move and I guess he pushes. Then I can maybe push though. That could be interesting. Let's play that. There goes them clocks again. Okay, just trades. So I've got to take back. Rook down. Which one do I go with? Up or up? There they go again. It's happening sort of like multiple times every game, isn't it? It's disconnecting. Going to be seriously difficult to win this one though. He's done pretty well here, hasn't he? He's done very well. Have to block that to get tempo on the queen. Maybe I can push here now. I think I can. Well, I can't see anything else to play, so I'm going to play it. Just try and weaken this pawn structure. He won't take, he'll probably push. Or he might have a better move. He might well have a better move, of course. I think I can take here though. At least take because it's check. Now I've got to work out what to do. I've got rook check mind. Let's play rook check, get onto a better file. Now I've got queen up, I've got queen check. He goes safe. Or does he? I've got bishop upcoming here to hit the rook and the pawn. And I've guarded the check. But there's a mate threat potentially here. Check, king over. Check, and the king can't escape because of the rook. I'm hitting the rook. Okay, so that's checkmate. Again, very tricky game again, wasn't it? Very tricky. How's Hikaru doing? Is this all up to date and refreshed? He's on 16 out of 16. You can't do any better than that, can you? In his viewer arenas like this, obviously that player is obviously, it's a GM as well, he's going a bit quicker. He's got a lot more games in. But in these viewer arenas, Hikaru will be more focused on just interacting with his audience and answering questions. He won't be mega concentrating. 21-30, good luck. I mean, he won't take it like as seriously would a Arena Kings, which is on later on tonight. Let's play rook across and bishop back. He goes queen side. Okay, let's play knight up and then pawn up. Okay, bishop back. So pawn up. Okay, takes, so knight up. Hit the bishop and pawn. He might actually be able to take here. He goes back. Okay, I completely overlooked that. Just missing the bleeding obvious. If he takes, maybe I can get away with taking, but that's got to be seriously bad, surely. Yeah. There is a pawn hanging here at the end if we trade, but he's just interested in checkmate and that's it. If I take, the pawn still hangs, but there's a mate threat. Knight across. Let's just play knight over here. If knight takes, I'll take and hit the bishop, but it's one of these classic mating nets with the two bishops here. Okay, I've got to take and drop back. Talk about being in a bind. I've got practically no moves, have I? Practically no moves. I've got all these pieces and pawns and there's practically no moves. What on earth can we do? What on earth can we do? Pawn up, I guess, is a move. But no, it isn't. The pawn can't move. Let's bring the bishop up so the king's got a square. Okay, I'm going to play rook up and offer the exchange just to do something about that bishop. Okay, knight across. Okay, I'm hitting the queen, I'm hitting the pawn as well. Okay, so I can take, king across, knight check, he has to take, queen check and he can take the knight. So check across. I'm going to go with the bishop here. He's taken the pawn. Now can I ignore that? Or takes and up. Knight check is what I'd like. He takes, queen check. He can either go back but he can take. It doesn't quite work. There's them ruddy clocks again. I don't want to do this, but I think I have to take. I still need a few extra moves and it's not going to work, is it? Oh, he just sacks, okay. Yeah, very, very nice. Lovely mate threat there. It's not possible to escape. I can block it or I can sack. Actually, I can, can't I? It's check though. He's got a knight check and I can drop back. He's got a rook check. I go up and he wins the knight. Oh, he just trades, keeps it simple. Okay, let's push. Clearly the clock is my only realistic hope here. Let's develop the bishop. Again, I don't think he'll sack, but... Oh, is he trying to exchange the rooks here? Maybe. He can force me back, but I think I can run across. Okay, I've got to stop him getting in there. I might as well go forward. If I'm in a struggling position, I might as well go forward, hit the pawn. Oh, I've just blundered the ruddy bishop. How ridiculous was that? How ridiculous was that? Wow, a 700, 13 out of 13. See, is it really a 700? 1453, good luck. Okay, let's just play up. He's played knight forward. Okay, let's just play a knight up. Pre-move in case he takes. Okay, he's just allowed knight up here because he can't take back now with the pin. It's not really a major issue. He's just going to have double pawns, but it's not really a major issue for him. Depends what he does with a queen, because I could take with a knight, check and grab the rook. Oh, he just takes. Oh, did I confuse myself there? I must have confused myself there, just forgetting that his ruddy bishop was there. My concentration must be dipping a bit. So back and back. I think I'll just drop the bishop back here. Give him the pawn, drop the bishop back. I have seen that he can take the pawn. I'll give my king a nice bunker to jump in. Again, another one playing very, very well indeed. He goes back. So rook across, get onto the file. You never know, there might be a way to open up, but he's trying to attack me. I'm going to castle there because there's no realistic way to attack on this file. But I'm going to try and push these pawns. Probably this one. Oh, he goes queenside. In that case, I'm going to push the outside one. If he pushes, just take. Try and open the outside file up if I can. He's put his king into the open. Very, very risky. Now he's given me knight to e4 there. Hit the queen and I'm hitting the two pawns. So I can hit the queen and hit the two pawns. Oh, he doesn't see that. He could have gone back there. So I'll take this rook in the corner. Now I'll take and try and get the rook active. So there's a check threat which he needs to see. And then maybe pawn up. Oh, now's a chance to pin the queen. I don't see how right now. So let's push the pawn here. Try and open up access to the king. Okay, so I'll take. So queen up becomes a potential move to hit the pawn from the back. I'm going to play that actually. Again, a very odd looking move, but just trying to open up the king here. Give him problems on both flanks. Okay, now I can play rook across maybe. Pressure the knight, and then there's a check threat possible here. So two rooks for queen and knight, you would always do that. So check. Because you get the knight as well as the queen, you'd quite happily give up two rooks for it. Then it's just a queen versus a rook. Ah, I can check here, that actually wins the queen, does it? No, he's got knight to block. Don't get carried away, just take. Keep it simple. Okay, I could just check that. I think I will actually. Give up the two rooks for the queen. Let's take. My king's got a square, of course, so there's no back rank mate threat. I'm threatening check there to win the rook. He sees it, although he's still allowed it. I can check and take here. Very, very awkward for my opponent there. He's a little bit unlucky again. Another one played a very good game. Everybody's playing well today, aren't they? Everybody's playing well. Yeah, you can't do any better than that, can you? 18 out of 18. But I say Hikaru won't be trying to go at his light speed that he does in Arena Kings. He'll just be more focused on answering questions. So 1709, good luck. Again, I'll try and mix it up ever so slightly here. He plays forward. Okay, let's try and gain some centre ground then. Okay, rook across, guard the pawn, then bishop up. Bishop to a3 might be playable, but bishop to b2 to challenge the diagonal I think makes more logical sense. He pushes. My queen up I guess is a move as well, hit the bishop, but what am I really gaining? Let's just play a bishop up. Pre-move in case he takes. I don't have to, but I think it makes sense. Plays knight forward. Again, could be a good move. I've got queen up still. I've got knight back. There's them clocks going again. I'm going to play queen up. He might actually play something like this. Maybe I can even go around the back. Oh, I'll just drop back. He has played it, so queen up hits the knight, but then I'm probably getting trapped. If queen comes back, pawn takes, bishop takes. Okay, I'll lose a pawn. I'm going to go forward and risk it. There is a direct threat to the knight there. If the knight goes back, I can maybe go in. He chooses to defend. Okay, let's play rook across, guard the pawn, threaten a discovery. I've still got at least one square I can retreat to. I think I should just take there. But now my bishop's not guarded, so if my pawn has to move, my bishop's vulnerable. There's them clocks going again. My stream is alright and it's definitely not my internet. It's been doing this for a long time though. That could be a good move. I can grab a pawn, rook across. It's not pleasant, is it? He's hitting my pawn. He's got knight in as a threat. I'm going to have to take here. I might well be getting my queen trapped, but so be it. But if rook across, I thought I could maybe go here, hit the knight. He goes after the rook. I might give him the exchange here just to bail out. Have I got anything else? I don't think I have. I don't think I can actually avoid this. I'm going to play bishop up and take with the bishop to get it off that diagonal, but again he's playing terrifically well, and another one playing really, really good stuff. So I've got to try and push the pawn if I can, release my queen, get it off this pin. There, them clocks going again. It's so off-putting. Okay, let's just drop the queen back. He's going to get the pawn. Now maybe bishop up to pressure a pawn. Okay. I don't think it's particularly good, but I'm going to play there anyway. Try and grab a pawn. He plays rook across. Yeah, I'm going to push the pawn forward just to give the queen an escape path. Again, another very uncomfortable game. Very uncomfortable. So he plays bishop up. Okay, I don't mind trading bishop for knight there. He goes back. So if I push, he can just take, right? There it goes again. How many times? I'm going to try and push on the other side. It's done it a lot again, this arena. These disconnections, an awful lot. He's played bishop back. Okay, I've got to drop back there. I'll trade the bishop, I think. I might actually drop back here, though. Then queen up and you've got a threat. Okay, that does push me there. Then he's very fortunate he's got this. I can take, but then he's got bishop up. He closes it. Let's play back and hit the rook and bishop. Okay, I'm going to take there. Again, break that immediate pin. Okay, let's push the pawn. I've just got to be sensible here now. I'm up on the clock. He offers a queen trade. Okay, I'm going to do that. Again, a bit of lag again. Not good. Now I can push the pawn, I think. Or do I, though? Oh, I have to, don't I? I'm kind of trapped if I don't. I have to. Let's hit the rook. Pre-move in case he takes, so hit the rook. Oh, that's a really good move. I've completely blundered there. Let's just hit the rook then. What a good move that was. Oh, he's blundered back. Have to move quickly there. Yeah, see, I was able to go quick enough at the end, but it's still lagging very poorly, and it not good. Not good. It does really restrict your ability to play well. 1920, good luck. Okay, let's play across again and just line up the same idea as earlier. Just try and remove that defending bishop. H4, H5 becomes a threat if he plays it badly, but it's pretty standard, so he should be alright. So just trade the bishop, otherwise it's easy to wander your queen off and forget that it's there. Yeah, he does the right thing, he hits it straight away. So just kick the knight back. Now I'm going to still go this way. We know this is going to come. Okay, he's trying to drive me into castling first, I guess, and then he's going to be playing this. So I'll probably go just up one here. Yeah, I mean, giving up an exchange is the least of my problems again here. So if I end up losing a rook for the knight, I won't be too concerned. Probably should be, but he's really going for it, isn't he? So do I try and go up and plant the knight forward? I'm going to go up first and hit the pawn. He comes up. Let's play queen up, and then if he moves the pawn, I'll just trade the queens. If he moves this pawn, okay, he pushes up there. That's something like I think I should trade and drop back. Again, if that pawn moves, I'm just trading the queen. If this pawn pushes, I can take, and if he takes, I'll then trade the queen. He goes across. I would think pawn up here is logical. Again, I can trade the queen, the knight can come back. If he pushes, I can counter push and hit the knight. Very common in these structures. A rook across, he hits my queen again, logical move. So where do I go here? I can drop back and this pawn is a target. I think I have to drop back though. And maybe rook across. Right, now the knight's coming back, but where? It's gonna go here, I think, or here. Let's go here. I'm gonna take with a knight and discover against the pawn. He takes. Can I take? No, I can't. Just take. Again, if he takes, I'm taking with the knight to create the discovery against the pawn. He goes back logical. This is where I thought I could push. Again, I might be wrong. Don't have to. Okay, I'm going to go here to still create this. Again, it's so disconcerting when you see the time go like this. Whenever you see them clocks blink, it's an issue with their servers. He plays bishop up. Okay, now I'm going to play rook across and try and challenge this rook on the open file. He plays across again, a logical move. Let's just play rook up to guard the pawn. I might be blundering something badly here, of course, now. Oh, no, I can't take there. Let's just drop back. He's clearly decided to go all in for the game. There's nothing wrong with that. He's just pushed again. I have to push here. I might go forward, I'm not sure. He's going to push, and then do I drop back or do I give him the pawn? I think that's too risky. Too risky. Oh, he takes. Now that I didn't expect. I'll go with the knight then. So maybe we can target this. Queen across, takes and check. Give up a piece for 2 pawns. Oh, he offers a queen trade now. Okay, I'm going to do that. Where to go? Let's go here, but again, he's got ideas like this I've got to be aware of. My knight is stuck. So if I drop back, I can at least free up the knight. Ah, maybe going forward, just pressure the pawn. He's got a check, he can come in. Yeah, let's go here, pressure the pawn. If he checks, I can just still take. But this is what he's looking at. He's trying to take here, something like this. He comes forward. Pawn up's no good. Okay, let's go back and hit the knight. Yeah, I'm going to play across and now pressure this way. I'm going to go here and hit this one. Knight in. Knight across. I'm going to take while I can. Oh, he takes. He's actually done terrifically well here, hasn't he? Really good. Let's just hope I'm not getting checkmated, because it might well be that I am. I might well be, actually. I don't see how I stop this. I have to sack the bishop for pawn. I've got no real choice. Yeah, again, see how slow I have to play here. I'm capable of playing quicker, a fair bit quicker than this on League Chess. It's just because of the speed of the system and the lag issues. I have to play really slowly. 7, 6, 8, 13 out of 13. Right, 2, 1, 9, 3. Good luck. Okay, let's go G6. Okay, I'm going to play an early E5 here. Okay, I'm going to try and castle. He might actually sack there. He might do. Okay, he doesn't. Now, is it worth a sack this side? Probably not. Let's play knight up to guard the knight, then pawn up. Keep it straightforward again. Knight across is maybe a move to trade a knight. But then obviously you're inviting a lot of trouble. Okay. If he takes, I'll have to take. So he's looking to undermine the defense of my knight, which he's probably just about done. Okay, let's hit the bishop. Oh, he comes in. Okay, I'll trade there then. Again, knight across is still, I'm going to say still playable, maybe not now. Let's hit the knight. Right, now I'm going to play it. He plays queen across. Bishop up again feels bad. Let's just play pawn up and maybe pawn up here. Bishop up and he can trade and it opens the file up. Could be interesting, but it looks cosmetically bad. But it could actually be interesting. He goes back. I'm going to put the bishop there anyway then. Okay, let's play rook across. What's left? 25 minutes. Okay, close that diagonal down and protect the pawn. He offers the trade now. Okay, I think that's something I should do and trade. Now there is a risk he might take here and then knight takes. I don't think it works, but it might do. But if it does, so be it. Okay, he goes back. So pawn up he just takes. I don't like the look of that. Pawn up, rook takes, pawn takes. I'm going to push and try and undermine this structure. Even at the expense of sacking a pawn. Let's play queen up, hit everything. I mean, everybody has played really well today, haven't there? There's been nobody has played really, really bad, poor, sloppy games. Everybody's done really well at every rating level. Oh, there's a clock score again. It's so disconcerting. There they go again. It's happening a lot. These last couple of weeks, it's happened an awful lot. Where's my opponent? Is that a Swedish flag? That's Sweden, isn't it? Now I've got a choice here. My gut feeling is to take the centre pawn, just to stop him jumping somewhere like this. Now, what do I do? What do I do? Knight up. Oh, he's hitting my pawn if I play that. I'm going to push... Oh, why the hell have I done that? I've just given him this square now. Why did I do that? I haven't got a clue. I'm going to take risks and go forward, bring the king up if I can. Okay, maybe I can't. How have I messed this up? I've messed this up drastically badly. Like really badly. Okay. I'm just not really concentrating now. Not really sharp now. I can just tell that. Okay, I have to go forward, right? It's not possible to go back. Oh, what the hell am I doing? See, I'm just not concentrating now. It puts you off though. When you get games like this where it lags really bad and then you... What? 7th place? Is this the player I played earlier on? The 1000? This might be the player I played earlier. He's 7th place. Wow. Good luck. Yeah, it's really disconcerting. When you know you can't really play like you want to play because of the server, it does put you off a lot. It affects your concentration, but... all you can do is do your best, of course. Okay, now it's standard to try and push here. I've allowed this, but I can drop back. I can still take back. Now it's a case of what I take with. Probably the knight. Probably the knight. Okay, he allows me to take, so that undermines this pawn. He goes with a knight, so I can take. Am I blundering? He's got queen across. I thought bishop up or castle. Got to be careful though, because my queen's not guarded. I can bail out with a knight check so I don't lose the queen. That's what he's played. So if I go up and he takes and a castle, risky. If I castle immediately, what's the immediate threat? I don't see how he hits my queen. Knight back I just trade, so I think I'm actually okay to castle. Knight back I can take with a check, which is vitally important so I don't lose my queen. And then bishop up next move. And I may be alright. Or bishop up this way potentially. Right, so I can go here, threaten a discovery, but I don't think a discovery really does much. There is one potential there. Let's do it anyway, why not? My gut feeling was to go here and be defensive, but I am threatening knight across. Oh, am I threatening knight here now? He's allowed knight across. Because I hit the queen and the pawn. Not necessarily going to get the pawn though, depends where his queen goes here. Depends where his queen goes as to what my options are. Bishop here is a pin of course, but he has to move his queen. So I might not take the pawn, I might actually drop back. There, them ruddy clocks again. There they go again. Where's my opponent, Brazil? Yeah, he's gonna cross. So if I take with the knight, he can just ignore it. If I take with a bishop check, he goes over. If I drop the knight back, my bishop's gonna get trapped. Yeah, so I'm just gonna calmly drop back there. I'm not gonna try and take. Oh, he's a. Okay, he played that really quick, didn't he? Let's just play a nice calm rook across. Queen up looks to be a move. I can pin that knight. I'm going to pin the knight and offer the trade. If he takes, I'm still pinning the knight. So it still holds him up for a move. Take, I like the look of, but... Actually, let's play queen up and threaten to take and win a pawn. Again, if he takes... I could take either way, I guess. Probably the queen, just leave the rook where it is. So if he pushes, I can counter push and the knight is pinned. Rook up. Okay, I'm going to play knight up to try and guard this move. Maybe I can even sack the queen here. Now, if I take, check, he has to come up, check. He has to go back. Knight across. There it goes again. I've got to be careful. I'm going to do it, why not? We're just having fun, aren't we? Let's give him the queen for 2 pieces. If it goes wrong, I'll get the beating I deserve. I'll get the beating I deserve if this goes wrong. But I'm getting 2 pieces for the queen. I'm taking some of the sting out of his attack. I hope, anyway. So a rook across threatens a deadly check. His king can't easily run away. Okay, he goes back. So if I take or if I check, I'm going to check this way and try and double up. Oh, that's a mistake because I can take and checkmate. He's very unlucky there, isn't he? Very unlucky. Yeah, probably a bad gamble I took there. Against a strong player I wouldn't have done that, but... Hikaru, 23 out of 23. That other GM is doing really well. He's just played a lot more games. A lot more games. Right, 1924, good luck. Again, you see he's in 12th place, so he's doing much better than me this event. Let's play pawn up. Man, I did miss the first 15 minutes though. Okay, just put the knight back. Can I afford to push there? Takes. Yeah, I'm going to risk it, why not? If he takes, I'll just take. Actually, let's play bishop up and maybe trade the bishop. I'll take. Okay, I might as well drop back and maybe rook across. Of course, he's going to play this at some point in time. We know what's coming. I'm going to pin the knight and maybe trade my bishop there. The knight across doesn't look too unreasonable. Now if I go here to hit the bishop, I can't actually get back without moving this pawn. If I go back here, yeah, I can go here because the knights guard each other. So just trade there. Yeah, he can play here, I've seen that. Then I can move across if I have to. Otherwise, knight up is potentially playable. But of course he's got this. Again, not easy. Maybe knight up is actually a move here. Look to trade. There, then ruddy clocks go again. Okay, I'm going to go back and hit this pawn again. Then I'm just going to look to trade a few bits off. Now rook across feels wrong. Let's push this pawn and look to trade the bishop. Now what I'd like, of course, is to get a knight here, but I do not see anywhere that's possible. I have to drop back there. What on earth do I do here? He's threatening to come here, I've seen that. Let's play across. Them ruddy clocks are so disconcerting. He plays rook up. Okay, I'm going to play across and try and somehow get forward eventually at some point. Well, let's play rook up and maybe in, because he's got no light squared bishop. Sorry, queen up and maybe in. Okay, if he sacks there, I don't think it works. That might be wrong. Might be wrong. There's a pawn loose, takes, he goes across. Let's play up and hit the bishop. Now I might be able to get a knight active, hopefully. It's an extremely long way around though, but we might be able to play this or this. Okay, so we have to defend there, but knight now down is certainly playable. Knight down, yeah, it's still playable and take. And if he takes everything, I go across, he hits the queen. I guess we have to drop back there. Again, if he takes, I take. Another one playing really, really well, isn't he? Really good game. Now, can I take? I'm going to have to take. But now I've got the knight coming, hopefully, into the game as well. There's a fork threat. There's a fork threat this way. Okay, still a fork threat there. Could be dangerous to take though, it advances his pawn. Could be a big mistake to take. I'd like him more to go there and fork this way. Okay, he doesn't, so take, pawn takes. I'm going to play it and trust I can stop it. And if I can't, then you have to say, very well done. Let's play queen up, just to try and keep this under control. So we're hitting a pawn. I've got check up. Let's take. Now let's hit the bishop and rook across. I nearly blundered there, didn't I? Let's just go back and try and collect the pawn. Rook up maybe, just give him that pawn. Oh, I've got to watch the clock a little bit though. Excellent. Again, you can just see that lag straight away, can't you? Very difficult, very difficult. Where am I? 12.5 out of 19. It's not done too bad. My rating has maintained itself, so I've done pretty well. 1120, good luck. Again, 13th place. Okay, 1100s don't normally play this type of opening. This is a much stronger player, I can tell immediately. You see this now and again, but you tend to see it from players with a certain rating level. So I'm pretty confident I'm playing a stronger player. I don't know for certain, I'll have to look at this after the event of course, but I'm pretty certain. What did I decide to do this? I've seen this before, I've faced this before. If I take, I know he's going queen side. I'm just going to castle. I know he's going queen side though, he does. I think queen up and then pawn up. I can actually push 2 here, can't I? Yeah, let's play forward. Yeah, 1100s don't play like this in an opening, not at this speed as well. He's certainly stronger than 1100. It's a case of how much by. So pawn up takes. Let's take. Okay, so I can push, take. Yeah, that's just a straight fork. And now I'm hitting the bishop as well. Okay, good win. Yeah, 1100s don't play openings like that. 1428, good luck. You never know, of course, so you have to sit and study the games after the event. Again, you can see I always play just simple, straightforward chess. You know, some development, try and get castled, and then worry about what to do. You've got to be prepared for games like that, of course, so just in case, but you won't see me going crazy like that in openings. Do I want to trade everything off? I'm going to take the knight first. Make sure I can't get the pieces forked, then I've always got the option to take back here. Either way, I don't really want to trade the queen. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, there's 7 minutes left. This might be the last game. A slight difference between chess.com and Lichess is on chess.com arenas like this. If a game's in progress when the time runs out, it just vanishes. It's as though the game never existed. On Lichess, they still don't count for the tournament, but you do still play the games on for your rating. So that's just a very slight difference to be aware of. What do I want to do here? Again, I've managed to get into a very not brilliant position again, haven't I? Let's move the queen and rook across. Okay, plays up, so I'm just going to play a rook across. It might be better with the other rook in this one here, but okay, let's play across. I don't actually see any really good moves here. I'm just going to play a holding move to stop this. Okay, I'll simplify because I don't see anything better to do. Again, 1400's are good solid club players. You know, you can't take it for granted just because I'm higher rated that I'm going to win. Good solid club players. Takes. Again, I don't like the look of that. I'm going to try and play something like this. I still can't do my arrows right. Right, so he's trying to line up a mate attack, but I think I can drop back now. The knight covers the pawn. I'm threatening to go here and eliminate his attacking bishop. I've got to watch out for a move like this potentially, though. Again, everybody has played really, really well today. At every rating level, everybody has done really well. So again, I can simplify. I think I can play here, though. And he's probably going to have to play this now because he's pinned. And if I take, he's going to have to take with a pawn and break his pawn structure up. Or I could take this way and he has to take. That's riskier giving up my bishop, but it might be better positionally. Oh, he's missed it. He's done a little slip. He meant to go there. He's just mouse slipped there, I think. He's very unlucky there. He's just done a mouse slip, hasn't he? He had the right idea, he just did a mouse slip, unlucky. So it's time for one more game, 5 minutes left. Yeah, I've maintained my rating, so I've done pretty well overall. I say I missed the first 15 minutes. I've had a number of very, very strong players in this that I've lost against. You can't ask for more than that, can you? 26 out of 26. How does he maintain his concentration like that? Okay, 737, good luck. Considering the amount of interaction Hikaru does with his audience, it's just astonishing the consistency that he has. But he is obviously a top professional, of course. but his level of consistency, like 26 out of 26, is just amazing. Let's go to an end game. I might just castle queenside here for quick momentum, but I want to leave this pawn free. I'll probably just stick to normal. Stick to normal. Okay, let's trade there. That'll free my bishop up. So pin the knight, or hit the knight, just to get momentum to castle. Okay, he comes forward. I'm actually going to castle there. If he takes, I bring a pawn back in towards the middle. Again, I'll just look for some sort of development, complete development. He hits the pawn. That's a good move. So I'll guard the pawn and then try and break the pin somehow so I can move the pawn. Okay, I'm going to take there to double his pawns up. Now where do I want the knight? I'm going to go here, so I've got the option. I can use the knight as a blockader, or I can go in the middle. My gut feeling is to go here, hit the bishop. There's only 3 minutes left, so whatever happens here, I'm just going to stop after this game. This game, of course, might not finish. Now, which one do I go with? There, he pushes. Yeah, I'm still going to go with this one. Oh, he's allowed me to push. He's got his bishop trapped. He's a bit unlucky there. He's worked out his idea and he's just mixed his move order up. So now we hit the rook. Again, just drop back. The pawn can push. King can come up. He can't actually check because of the knight. He might not see that. But otherwise, I'm just going to slowly develop the rooks here. So this will be my final game. I won't start another game after this. I'll just stop once this game is done. He plays across, so I can push here and then grab another pawn. I don't see why not. Where can he go? He's only got really one square, and I could just even pin the rook and trade. Yeah, that's where he goes. Now I can take and hit the rook. Actually, why not do that? I'm hitting the rook, so I'm getting tempo. And I'm threatening to check and get the other rook, or check here. But there's no point starting a game with 2 minutes left. I'll just stop after this, and that'll be it for today's streaming. So he comes down. Let's go forward. I'm still threatening check here. He takes. Actually, that's a really good move, but I've still got check. He goes back. I just need to simplify, don't I? So, what to do? Knight down. Let's just check and trade off. I don't need to get carried away here. I've got to be careful I don't get too lax, of course. I've got to just be a little bit careful that I don't go too lax with my concentration. About a minute 50 left. This game might not even finish before the arena runs out. I was just presuming it would, but it might not. Let's try and push a pawn. Now I'm going to try and move this pawn up. Go with the king there rather than the pawn. Try and bring the king in over. Let's go around the back. He checks. Guess I go back there. Let's check, make sure he's not too far forward. I'll check. He can't actually take there because of a check threat. Oops, I nearly did a mouse slip there. Again, I just gotta not take it too for granted, just in case he managed to push again. He can't take because of the knight check. He sees it, so he does well, so I'll push my pawn. And now I can actually take. It would be nice to win the game before the time runs out. I can now, yeah. He can't stop the pawn now. He could just stop and not make a move if he wanted to. He resigns, so that's very smart in my opponent. He could have just stopped, not made a move, and that would have stopped me winning the game just by 1 second, I think. So where am I? I've done pretty well. I'm in 18th place. Is it 14th place? I missed the first 15 minutes of this, so 15.5 out of 22. The last 10 seconds. I say I only started once it was 15 minutes underway. There's Hikaru. You can see 27 out of 27. His consistency is astonishing. Another GM has come top. You can see he's played more games. He's played 35 games, 8 more games. 1500 has come in 3rd place. I've come in 14th with 15.5 out of 22, and I've maintained my rating over 2100, so done really, really well. So very good performance overall. No silly sloppy blunders today. So that'll be it for my streaming today now. Excuse me. I'll be back for my normal hourly Super Blitz Arena on League Chess as per usual, 11 AM UK time tomorrow, or that's the plan at least. That's what I'm due to do. So thank you very much to anybody that has seen this. It's much appreciated, and I'll be back again tomorrow.